Run, Roach. Take it easy. Farewell.
No! See you later!
Show.
No! See you later! Honestly, it's now we shall lament.
Watch my dog.
Vampires walk a dusty trail. Oh, how boring day.
I agree completely.
Slithering. Oh, yet
Guess.
click.
How's
Well,
man?
what
If you how
back
why
did it?
beggar?
What?
Just
I c-
remember,
what? Oh,
kid.
I.
Geralt, but you...
Well,
Where's
effort.
Thanks. We must visit the shelter. Look around inside.
The beastly.
You've to move your little camp elsewhere, got it? This is Nixon District. You? What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've trucked. Gentlemen, can't either.
The
Look, damn.
decent.
What? Hear that?
We should.
Grey hair, puppy number.
I almost stopped my nuts in fear. Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Come now, Twitcher. Try me.
All right. There. What do you? Because need the book. Any forget you can. Sure. There. Thank. Might. Does it? Why should you? I. But don't you? Oh. Damn it.
What is it?
See.
Well, this.
Judge.
Yet.
Buzz.
A lot.
That.
Indeed.
For. Obs.
Had
Why?
yet.
Seems.
She. Some. I believe.
Cordy.
You.
Thinking smart, not just any slow. Do it.
My little dumpling. My girl.
Up, shoop, dum, da, re, re, up, shoop.
If. What the? This. God.
You are
Come.
in. I'm not. I said. In the guild's name, I beg your...
You lost them all.
Yes, your
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman.
Thank you, your enlightened highness. Your grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties, for now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Tucson's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast of Beauclair, step forth.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire. May this symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair. in more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Son Real, a wine normally reserved. The gustatory.
I didn't see it.
This cannot be true.
I have
I do not believe. In a moment I shall speak. You returned my sister to me.
I'm not. In fact,
You exaggerate, Witch.
if my presence will help in any manner, of course.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murder.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
The Duchess requested I...
You have committed crimes. Grave. Nor does it let me believe. Thus I have asked...
Your Grace. Sienna's action...
You are correct. Sienna. As Duchess...
Need...
But she...
Anna...
Wait,
Thought you...
I put...
How much...
Not to...
Dude...
A nap. Now that sound.
Do they pay you peanuts?
Halt!
Need to see Sienna...
In the matter of...
One... Found... Promised to be...
The Witcher will speak with... us.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from me.
I know who the fifth victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Dettlaff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
Sienna, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
Because she turned her back on you, then banished all memory of you?
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated. Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta. Oh, she's no longer in danger, true. But she very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
I probably will.
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you and forgive her.
Why should I?
For old time's sake. You loved each other once.
Please. I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but...
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette'd get you into trouble sometimes, sure. But there were also times she stood up for you. When you had nightmares, only she could calm you. Time eats away at memories, distorts them. Sometimes we only remember the good. Sometimes only the bad.
If she loved me so, why did she wash her hands off me? Forget me, hmm?
Syanna, you were exiled when she was how old? 12? 13? She was a child. What was she supposed to do? Rebel? Organize a coup? Steal your father's seal and forge a pardon? She was powerless. Wiped you from her memory not because she didn't care, but because your departure was traumatic for her. She forgot because that was the only way she could handle the pain.
Ugh. You meant what you said in the Land of a Thousand Fables. You really want a happy ending to this story, don't you? Ah, with all of us living happily ever after. Go, Witcher, or they'll give your medal to another. And that would be a shame.
Farewell, Syanna.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you.
Let's go. Damien.
Geralt!
What the hell happened?
The city was... Oh, very well. Let us get things underway. In the guild's name, I beg your assistance.
You lost.
Yeah.
I shall dispatch a
Thank you. Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Toussaint's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, Slayer of the Beast of Beauclair, step forth.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire. May this symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair. In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Sonrial, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table. The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
Yes, very. Heard a lot of good things about that appellation. Thanks again.
Cheers. In a moment I shall speak to Syanna. Will you assist me? You returned my sister to me, yet what you tell me now I find devastating. I've come to doubt that I can judge her fairly. I'd far prefer to learn you're mistaken, Geralt.
I'm not. In fact, I'd recommend you be particularly careful around her.
You exaggerate, Witcher. She is my sister. I know well how to speak to her.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
I'm not a prisoner, free to do as I choose.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister, and my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Nor does it let me believe you sought my demise. My heart yearns to know you were swayed by the monster Dettlaff. You yourself would never stoop so low. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Bitterness consumes Syanna. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
What is he talking about, Syanna?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew well the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child, thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief. But you... Your dagger hurt most. You were my Henrietta, dammit. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear sister, the day they banished me from the palace? Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish bladders, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark, and which you set afire at the last to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hideous bald patch. Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment.
It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace, supposed acts of cruelty, inappropriate friendships. They cast me out. But you, the only one to understand me, you cowered in a corner, lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you. Sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found. Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you. I'm sorry, dear sister. Can you forgive me?
Those deaths I failed to prevent. Feel pretty awful right about now. Can't help thinking I could have done more. Now Toussaint's left without a ruler, or more accurately, chaos rules here. Hand in hand with despair. Duchess won over people's hearts. All Beauclair now weeps for her.
A mass outburst of emotion. Well, it seems her subjects have adopted some of their recent ruler's traits.
Why the sarcasm? Thought you liked Anna Henrietta.
I did. And I do truly rue her passing.
Me too.
Then let us drink.
What?
That
True.
How do
Just fat.
indeed?
If that.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
So it is. Slopping up for supper tonight.
I've no clue.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.